Can we completely naturally recreate the conversation of the last minute? So start again at the point where you talk about my last name.
Okay, so I'm not going to dox your last name here, but
much
apparently
appreciated in this natural conversation we haven't had before.
Apparently, the Germanic translation is brightest and victory, which is great given your first name being the greatest. So, wow, if you don't have a superiority complex now.
It's true, but I guess I grew up with a little bit of a dampener because the translation that I have been known for it is salivating.
I wanted to do a spit take, but I drank way too much of it during your
I tried to. I saw you drink, and I tried to get to the point. Hello and welcome to the AWKWARDCast, where we can wonder and but yeah, this was this kind of
you both botched it.
We totally botched it, and we even tried to recreate it in this natural way.
You can't put wine near my lips and not have me drink it. What was I supposed to do?
And I saw you drink it
the whole time.
Exactly, and I saw you drink it. And I was like, no, I need to get to the point. But I am me. I cannot get fast to the point.
You were faster when you were just talking naturally.
I know. That's the pressure got to me. I'm sorry.
Well, hello everyone. Welcome to the AWKWARDCast, where we all have glasses now, so we're all cool, right?
Oh, that's true, and smart. This is an intellectual show.
And smart. Oh, very much so. We were talking about name origins and where they derive from.
Yeah, if you
Santa Claus 3, the escape clause.
Yeah. If you would have wanted to be part of this very exclusive enrichment, you should have watched us live on Twitch, not just the VOD on YouTube. Just saying. And of course, to our people in the chat who are live here with us, can I hear the chat?
Exactly.
Hey, chat. Are they actually?
I wonder if the chat ever realizes that, their things are on screen, which means that to like the 100-some viewers that watch the VODs on YouTube, they could put whatever they want because they know that Max is too lazy to censor the chat room.
So do you have any hot takes you want to get out there right now? You can.
Unless you go into complete span mode or completely...
Or slurs.
We're going to... or something. Probably nobody will touch you in the chat.
Yeah, look, it's a very low bar of rules. No spam and no slurs. The 2 S's. So, go right ahead otherwise. Yeah, there you go. See, Denim's already starting it up. Good. Add more tinder to the fire. Yeah. But yes, we got canned cream here. CC for short, allegedly.
Hello.
But so, Canned, this year we've gotten you on twice. We've broken probably a record.
Does this mean I need to bring up the board?
It might
he's going to be so low on the list. The internet was not his friend.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if the board is up to date. Is the board up to date? I do not know.
Again, admin during the show. This is great.
I know. Wait, I can do this in the meantime before we celebrate your current standing as a guest on this show. You can still tell us who you are, what you do, and why people should care. And I guess, do we have a specifically good... Wait, I can just do... If I do /archive, will I see the booby picture from last time again?
Probably.
Or have you posted enough in the meantime?
I post so much crap every single day on my Tumblr.
It's true, and I repost 3/4 of it.
I know. Again, to recycle the bit from last time, it's like I just get these huge chunk blocks of A and Y reposted.
Man, you should really block that guy.
No! If he blocks me on Tumblr, I literally have no Tumblr content anymore. He's basically my primary Tumblr curator. Except for maybe the things that Denim posts, that's it. I'm not even sure if I follow any original content.
Yeah, that's what Tumblr is, just one big filter.
Yeah, I mean, Tumblr has come back. It's back in I don't want to say it's a respectable site because it's still social media.
I mean, my thing is that if someone I feel like people know when I'm on Tumblr because they'll get a lot of one particular thing because I check Tumblr because I'm looking for images, and then they're like, oh, okay, Chrissy logged on Tumblr for the first time in like 4 months, because there's a lot of Medic or Ghostbusters on people's dashboards now, because they're like, oh, okay, Chrissy logged in. Scroll, 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 scroll.
What's her current hyperfixation?
which man did she pull out from the trash can that she wants to look up now?
That's what Tumblr is for. That's why we have the Tumblr sexy men.
That is true.
Which
okay. But yes. So tell us how you are a professional brain rotter with your Tumblr.
Yeah, I mean, you can. It's on the screen. You can see it's cats and it's meme videos, and then like the occasional political hot take, and then followed by crap like that.
I will leave this one. This is peak canned cream Tumblr content.
It's a super Saiyan Sonic. Do not masturbate. Followed by the text, "You got it, Pikachu," which to me is the height of comedy. It's hilarious.
I mean, the thing was, I logged on to Tumblr one day, like after a while, being like, I should get back into it. And then I saw that someone I followed, like, veered really hard into the Republican, like, pill. And I was like, my whole dashboard is this now. So I had to block that. I was like, I'm just gonna wait until the rest of it, like, clears out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not a bad idea. It's always a shame when you got to do that. It's like, oh no, you poor thing.
It's like, oh, is it red pilled? Is red pilled the term?
Yeah, who cares? Is the answer to that? Who cares? But yeah, I think you're right.
But I also checked, except for today's episode is not yet in, which is why you are still in the only 4 appearances slot down, all the way down here.
Like I'm going to lean in so I can see that.
Here's a canned cream.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello. But yeah, okay, after today's episode, you will be officially in the top 10, and you will be on level with Paleo Stano, your as I have been told, arch nemesis.
No, that's
Edwards, that Michael Edwards. Oh, let's throw canned cream in the mix as well. Let's make
we don't have the room in the octagon. We don't.
That's very easy. We figure out who lives the closest among the 4 Americans. Those 2 have to move to one location for the show, and then they share one of the corners of the octagon. And then the other 2, that seems reasonable.
Let's do this for the podcast, for the bit.
Exactly.
For the bit.
I mean, I believe you can live somewhere out there in nowhere. I believe
center Midwest, basically.
Midwest, okay. I believe your location, your state at least, is not that big of a secret.
Yeah, I'm LA based.
Is it?
LA is very big.
Yeah. Is Paleo's place of resident public knowledge?
Somewhere on the east.
Oh, that is the wrong side.
And so is Michael. Honestly, Michael and Paleo might be the closest together, which kind of goes against the point of the octagon.
No, it's fantastic. So those 2 get squished in one of the tiny corners. They then can actually turn their rivalry into a physical altercation, and the 3 of us can sit there and judge them. We all need to prepare little number plates with the numbers from 1 to 10 for their thick burns and bitch slaps and everything, and hold up the number. Oh, that was a very good one there.
I just want to say for Twitch TOS, we are not promoting violence and or harassment. This is all for the funnies.
Also, we are still.
And I also apologize to anyone who follows me on Tumblr because I just logged on to Tumblr.
Also, do not masturbate.
Yes, don't do that. God will cry.
Pikachu.
But
another fantastic one. Thank you, Witch Taunter.
If you follow me on Tumblr, you're gonna get a lot of Kermit on your dashboard. I apologize.
Next time I will not even bother looking up Art of the Week for the episode. I will just pick a random post probably an animated one, but a random post from Canned Cream's Tumblr, and just show this. This is now the art of the week. No, we have actual art of the week, but still,
we have actual art. Yeah, you know what? Screw all the artists who does stuff based off our things. Let's just get a random GIF in here.
That's from some artist. Someone drew that.
Yeah, Witch Taunter, which is a credible shit poster artist, who is far too good for what usually the content of their art is. I mean, look at this.
What? No. You know what? It's not. Is it really time wasted if it's doing something you enjoy?
Yeah.
I mean, Lyra.
John Lennon said that.
herself.
Maybe.
Yeah, she's having a good old time. Look at her go.
Yeah. Anyways, did we establish? How far did we get in the entire "what you do, why should people care" bit?
Not at all. Nothing. We keep getting sidetracked.
See, that CC is basically one of your main Tumblr curators.
Basically, and since,
at this point, yeah.
And since Tumblr also represents the majority of your public content or influencing,
point,
yeah, as an influencer, you are on Twitter too, but I believe you are far more active on Tumblr. So as more. As an Omega level influencer, one level, one stage below the Zeta level that I am at, and Key is actually probably a real influencer in this room.
She does stuff. She creates things. I mean, she has talent.
She is very active behind the stage on multiple channels. On multiple...
I'm a puppet master.
Yeah, on multiple... Has Saber cracked the million? Saber's probably in the millions by now, isn't he? Viewers?
Saber is almost at like 2 million,
exactly.
I think.
So,
there you go.
So yeah, you are a very established member behind the scenes for...
Oh, he's about to crack 2 million.
Yeah,
he's not there yet.
But yeah, for 2 multi-million channels...
On one of I'm an on-screen presence for.
I was about to say, on one of them, you are a very prevalent figure, as in the DA radio last night. I guess, is this a point to go to Art of the Week?
Well, yeah, I mean, but we haven't even gotten to, like, media yet.
It's true. Yeah, and...
yeah,
you are an actual influencer.
I thought we were talking about Canned Cream.
Yeah, right. So from Key and her level of influencer... What do you do? Why should people care?
They shouldn't, because every time I feel like you ask me this now just as a dig, because you know the answer by now.
This is literally the opening we ask every guest, no matter if they are a bum off the street. No offense, Juggle. We just met who comes occasionally on, or somebody of Will Ryan. Will Ryan's is probably the DA Games. Will is probably the biggest.
No, we've gotten Jesse. Jesse's bigger than Will.
That's true.
But when you were doing like it, what do you do? I had a violent flashback to my theater days, where it was like we were rehearsing for Cinderella, like the Roger and Hammerstein Cinderella, and the director came up on stage after a rehearsal and being like, everyone, Chrissy is right here giving her 11, and you guys are giving 3. Do better. And I sunk into my chair so fast of like, I never not wanted validation more than now.
Why do teachers...
I'm not the pariah! I'm just playing the stepmom, please!
Why do teachers always do that? But why do teachers not realize that calling out one of the pupils and being like, look at this nerd, that is the nerd you should strive to be. Why do they not realize that putting...
Wait, I didn't call myself a nerd.
But the teacher did in the subtext by being
the teacher said she was giving her all. And it was basically him saying that no one was trying hard enough.
Yeah, exactly.
And that doesn't mean nerd. That means that I'm giving an actual performance.
But if you in school... do outstanding work, you're all into schoolwork, which in this case is a grey zone because it's theater, but it's still in the context of school.
Yeah, but no, I mean, nothing discourages someone from being an honor student more than how teachers treat the honor students.
Exactly, that's my point. Anyways, the Canned Cream, so why should people care?
Again, no, you shouldn't. You don't.
I guess we let you off the hook. So, but what has been going on in the life of the Canned Cream since you were on last time, which is actually not that long.
No, it wasn't that long ago. Though when you invited me on this time, it was Friday that you asked, like, hey, do you want to come on the podcast this week? Like, sure.
Normally.
Which is normal.
That is the normal time we give most guests. You are a special case because you were back in the past like, oh, I need to arrange my schedule and I'm only available on those 2 days a month.
Mm-hmm.
So
when the moon aligns with Saturn.
Exactly. You required planning back in the day. So don't stay used to your special treatment. Right now you get your Friday request like everybody else.
Like everyone else,
except maybe
I don't do things
country because he's Australian and
but when we do Cloud and David, like my animator friend, we have to just do this at like Saturday evenings for you.
Yeah, because Australians, am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Time zone should just stop existing.
Yeah, flat earthers.
Some people's days should just be during the night. You know?
That's fine, yeah.
I mean,
let's do that.
Flat earthers, get on that shit. Don't just talk and fantasize about it. Make it a reality. So that we all have daytime at the same time. Stop coming up with excuses and bullshit. Jesus.
If we all take all like 10 billion people on the planet and arrange us in some kind of way that our collective weight would flatten the earth, we can do it, everyone.
Oh, I was hoping that you were going in the direction of if we all 10 million people come to 10 billion people come to the same location, so we share their time.
No, that just creates a sinkhole.
I was like, hey, cool, you are inviting us to all immigrate to America because I've been told that the U.S. is very, very welcoming to people from around the world.
Well, I mean, with enough with that many people, we could just, I'm not saying overthrow the government. But there would be more of us than them.
Also, hashtag flatten the earth.
Hashtag flatten. Not hashtag flat earthers. Hashtag flatten the earth. Take a proactive measure.
We all get to one spot.
If they don't believe us, we will make them believe.
Yes, exactly.
Someone will be scrolling through Twitch being like, hey, I want to watch something new. Hey, what about this AWKWARDCast thing? They're going to think we are the most conspiracy theory fucking... right now, it looks like a conspiracy cast with 2 glassed white men, 1 woman in a beanie with blue hair, just like...
A wall-eyed pony eating a candy cane, and
exactly.
Hashtag flatten the earth big on screen.
Exactly. Wake up, everyone. It's time to flatten the earth.
These hands don't scan!
God damn it. Anyway, so amongst doing things, on Tumblr, you've probably been consuming things. So, what media have you been watching recently?
Wait, we are media now. Okay. I'm ready. I'm prepared. You told me your media. Your media hasn't changed?
Yeah, no, it hasn't changed. I gave you the media right at the top. I reserved it.
I'm not sharing it. There we go.
There it is. Yeah.
Oh, Blue Eye Samurai.
Let's go. So, I began watching that at a friend's request. I have a group of friends. We get together. We usually watch movies. So every now and then we get together and we watch a series. So this is one that he really wanted to see. I knew nothing about it going in. I hadn't really heard about it, so I was going in completely fresh. This is probably one of the greatest things I have seen, period. It is a brilliant series. Like this was a straight 10 across the board for all of us, because we do a rating system for everything we watch. This was a 10, 10, 10, 10, which has never happened before. It is... basically the story, hold on, let me minimize this so I can bring up the page that I have open for it. This is the story about a mixed race woman named Mizu, who's half Japanese, half white, in I think the Edo period of Japan. I'm probably wrong about that.
I think it is Edo.
Edo period, yeah. Basically, she is on a revenge mission to find and kill the 4 white men that were in Japan at that time, one of which was her father. Because at this time period, if you were mixed race like that, she is referred to as a literal monster multiple times. The phrase white devil gets used more than once. as a heads up. But it's a brilliant samurai story. It's a brilliant revenge story. It's one of these things that actively balances action, drama, and comedy very well. Where the scenes that they want to be humorous are humorous. The scenes they want to be serious are serious. The characters are all great. There was no one here that I disliked or thought could be done better or was unnecessary. I'm trying to talk around any actual plot points because there is a surprising number of
fair warning
twists.
though, if you don't like blood, this show is bloody and very on-screen bloody.
It is a callback to samurai fiction, so you need to know what you're getting into with that.
But just blood or also gory?
I mean, because people's necks do get sliced open.
Yeah, but it's not.
I mean,
it's bloody. I mean, mildly gory.
Yeah. I mean, there's a thing like now you can basically slice a head off, and then there's a comically fountain of blood coming out.
Oh, this is not a comedy show.
I know, but I mean, like now you can have a fountain of blood, but it wouldn't qualify as gory. Gory is like when you get really into the visceral thing and
Yeah, it's not like going to be like Hostel or Saw level torture porn kind of thing. It's not
eyeballs. Somebody gets their head stomped in and eyeballs keep flying around.
It's just very bloody, and the violence is mostly on screen.
Mm-hmm.
So you will see necks being sliced open, arms being cut off, stabbed in the stomach, all this kind of stuff. That will happen. And I guess also if you're uncomfortable with concepts of domestic abuse and human trafficking, that also happens in the show because they treat the women like property.
It is very it's very of the era as it's meant to be, where it's like if you were a woman, you were property of men. There you go. So
but
it's not pleasant.
It's not pleasant, but it was not meant to be pleasant.
No.
Like, you're supposed to be uncomfortable. It doesn't glorify it. It's meant to be uncomfortable in those moments.
Yeah, and it's never used for comedy or lightheartedness. They are treated as parts of the serious drama. It knows when to occasionally inject the levity to keep it from getting too heavy, which I think is it's a very
mostly Ringo. Ringo is precious, and we love him.
Ringo is the best boy.
He is best boy. He's basically this cook who's like a master cook, but he has no hands due to a birth defect. And he basically meets Mizu and is like, I want to be a samurai just like you. Big thing to point out, she's not actually a samurai. People just call her that because she's just so good at fighting. Also, she does disguise herself as a man, which they do go into the whole... it's not dysmorphia. Dysmorphia is if you have a physical... dysphoria. The dysphoria that goes behind that. It's a very well thought out show. I've been watching it because my friend Inky recommended it to me, and then I was scrolling through TikTok, and TikTok has grabbed that with their grubby little mitts and showed clips, and I was like, okay, now I have to watch it properly. I'm not watching it on the inferior format. But yeah, what else do you like about it that you could say without spoilers? Because, man, it is hard to talk about this show without spoiling things.
Yeah, it goes into... It's 8 episodes? 10 episodes?
It's 8 episodes.
8 episodes season 1.
And episodes range from 35 minutes to a little over an hour.
Generally in like the 45-minute period as an average for an episode, but it makes good use of its time. Visually very beautiful. It's a very... I can just say it's just beautiful to look at. The artwork, the character work, the framing of it. It knows how to tell a story, not just with script or dialogue, but with visuals, which is always very impressive when any piece of media can do that. Sound design, beautiful. The music is great. When you get into some of the later episodes, there's some great action music that you would think would... At one point, there's like a Japanese cover of Metallica's For Whom the Bell Tolls near the end, which does not stick out as you think it would. It blends in beautifully for some reason. But I I just had such a good time watching something that I probably would not have checked out on my own. That this is something I think it's just worth seeing. And I am so afraid that Netflix is going to do the Netflix thing and just drop this randomly at some point without any fanfare.
Yeah, there was no marketing for everything that I've seen about it has been every time someone talks about the show, they're like, "Oh yeah, a friend recommended it to me," or "I saw it on TikTok." Like it literally is those two things that people have been getting. That the show's like, it's like how Elemental blew up because of word of mouth. This has been blowing up because of word of mouth.
Because I believe I have vaguely seen it on Netflix and new on Netflix, but not promoted. Just like it's one of 10 in a list of new releases, check it out. But I have already still heard of it, but not thanks to Netflix. One question I do have is concluded or not, without going into the ending.
Oh no, it's setting up a season 2.
Okay, hopefully, because Netflix and they have such an inconsistent record. Some shows they have seen through to the end, through 7 seasons. Other shows they dropped after 1. So it's so hard to tell with Netflix to trust them.
I have a bit of hope that they'll have it because the creator is a very big creator, so I think there's a lot of money behind it from the creator because it's the guy who made Blade Runner 2049, who is the creator of this show. So I feel like it may be. I'm not equating this show to this show, but just saying in terms of it's ran by money. How Big Mouth has run for so long because Nick Kroll is literally the son of an oil baron, so it's like there's money behind that show. I feel like this is going to be a show that is funded by Michael Green and his wife because they have the money to put behind it. And everything. Plus, it feels like a show that they probably made a 2-season order from, and they probably produced my prediction will be season 2 will come out, but if you actually look at the production numbers, these were both produced at the same time. So it's technically a 16-long season 1, but it was made with 2 seasons in mind. That's what these companies do to pay the animators less, but it gives us that assurance that something's going to come out.
Yay.
I'm just always gun-shy about Netflix because of what they did with season 3 of Inside Job, which is, announce it, say it's coming, and then cancel it.
Yeah, exactly. That's where my worry came from, which why I was hoping that you would say it is concluded, because then you can go in and be like, okay. I mean, admittedly, Inside Job had a low overarching story. So while they left cliffhangers and open threads at the end of season 2, it's not like there was a big conclusion to the overall story. So they kind of do it. Yeah, but Dead End. Dead End is a good example where they absolutely cut it off before the story was finished.
Yeah, I mean, also Inside Job has borderline contract breaching problems because they said that they were going to have a season 2. Season 2 was greenlit, which either means that they were creating the contract for season 2 when they canceled it, or they just went against their contract, or they put some scummy fine print thing saying, hey, even if we greenlight it, we can just say no whenever because you have no rights as the creator of the show.
I mean, we've seen that you can have a piece of media now get all the way to completion and then still be axed.
Also, also that.
Batgirl,
or Mau Mau being put in a cryogenic chamber for because that's the thing. Mau Mau season 2 is done. It's completely made. But according to a lot of production people who worked on Mau Mau season 2, Cartoon Network, and it's not Cartoon Network, it's Warner Brothers, Warner Discovery, just has it in a chamber. And they are not releasing it, but yet they say no one's watching our stuff. I wonder why.
What do they have on?
When the Animation Guild strikes, support them. That's the thesis statement here.
Anyway,
we're trying to make this shit stop happening.
Blue Eye Samurai. Final word. Who should watch it? Who shouldn't?
If you are not a child, and I mean that in the literal sense of if you are not underage, because the violence and the sexism and the other horrible. It's an adult show, but if you can handle the blood little bit of gore, and you want to just see something that is good, yes, then definitely check it out.
Well, there you go.
So, who goes next?
Max, why don't you go next, Max?
Okay.
I'm still deciding mine.
Fair. Talking about deciding, I brought two, and I want to let the people decide which one. So I have one media, which I put on because it's a certain YouTube video that dropped earlier today/yesterday, depending on your time zone.
Oh, is it the H Bomber Guy video?
It's the H Bomber Guy video.
I haven't finished watching it yet.
Oh, okay. My other one is a video game series by the name of I'm on Observation Duty.
You could talk about the H Bomber Guy video.
Or the observation. I mean, it's a question. What would I mean? Chat, what about you? What do you want to hear about? My take on the H Bomber Guy video, even though I'm not sure how deep my take will go, definitely not as deep as Harris, right? Harris?
Yes, his name is Harris, I think.
Definitely not as deep as Harris went with his video. Or a fun video game. I have no idea that H Bomber video is about, but I'm curious, okay? I abstained from voting.
I abstained from voting. Option 2.
Wait,
that would be the video game.
Okay.
That would be the video game.
Okay, fair, because I believe I switched the order at some... No, I always introduce a Bomber Guy first. Okay, option 2, abstained. I see you chose yours.
Yeah, the best Christmas Carol movie, so...
Oh, yeah. Okay. Red October, I see. Very, very, very...
That means nothing. What? That's the opposite of a vote.
Okay, let's go into it this way. Watch the H Bomber Guy video. It is very long, but it is very topical. It is very well researched, and it made me unsubscribe to channels that I have been subscribed to because, yeah, fuck them. And you can guess and tag me on Twitter what 2 channels of the ones that he mentioned in the video you think I had to unsubscribe from.
I assume not James Rolfe.
If this is your I mean, he didn't mention too many in the video, so surprisingly.
Well, I mean, I know one, and it's then I saw someone tweet out that this one person was like, "Hey, if I get enough patrons, I'm gonna do a review on Evangelion," and then they just didn't, and apparently they were like, "Review comes out December." 2 weeks ago, they said on stream, "I haven't watched any Evangelion." It's like, oh, that's just lying. But I also I appreciate what I've seen. So I'll message about it later. But I also do love that this continues the thing I love about H Bomber Guy videos, which is he makes jokes that are Chekhov's guns, and that, hints these things so it has payoff later, just like the Tommy Tallarico video. Because he makes points for 2 hours in this video hinting at the fact that he's bi, just so that way when he gets to the one of the YouTube channels he talks about who very much often like to call out homophobia if people criticize their videos. So he could be like, "Look, I'm making it clear before we get to this, I do like cock. So I appreciate that. This is filmmaking."
Yeah, I mean, it is. He does so much technically unnecessary artsy stuff in his videos, in his video essays, but at the end of the day, due to it becomes a lot more interesting to watch him for almost 4 hours. Yeah, this one is almost 4 hours. It's like 3 hours 51.
I can't judge. I watched a 9-hour video of people talking about the entire lore of Five Nights at Freddy's.
I watched what's her name? I forgot her name, but the brief look at Harry Potter, I believe, which was
is
a
it
10
Sarah?
Hour... No, not Sarah Z.
No.
But the person who does brief looks, and that brief look was 10 hours. So But
hold on, I gotta find this person's Lily Simpson.
Yeah, Lily Simpson's brief look at Harry Potter.
Jesus.
10 hours. I watched it all, obviously, over the span of like 2 weeks, which was
so
like...
the additional 5 seconds at the end of that feels just arbitrary.
I believe she literally, at the end of this 10-hour video, kept stalling during the credits, admitting that she's stalling just so she cracks the 10-hour mark so she can post about it or something like it.
You can watch like 3 Harry Potter movies in that time. That's not brief.
And yet, I dare to say, your time is better invested watching Lily?
I mean, yes.
Lily Simpson.
Lily Simpson. Okay, watching Lily.
I know your brain thinks, oh, Lily YouTuber. You're thinking of a much worse Lily, but it's Lily Simpson.
Yeah, who is actually pretty neato. I believe I am subscribed to her, and I didn't have to unsubscribe after watching H Bomber Guy's plagiarism video. So that's the thing. Anyways, I wanted to just point out the video and tell everybody to go watch it before talking about what I now decided to go with my media. The one to actually talk in depth about. So I'm taking the footage from the Secret Sleepover Society for a very specific reason. Because this particular episode of people who do not know, Secret Sleepover Society is a side channel from Drawfee, which you might know.
Mm-hmm. Maybe. I feel like we've mentioned it once or twice.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, they are usually artists, but they have this side channel where they just let's play, Julia and Jacob. And I am on observation duty, and this is how I originally got introduced to it. Denim was watching this particular episode on her end and was like, I don't know how it came up. It was like, hey, look over here or whatever. We ended up watching it, and it was very intriguing. What this game is, as you can probably a little bit tell, they relatively recently released the 6th part of the series. They have a number of 2 to 6 locations per game, where you have multiple cameras, except for the 3rd one. I haven't played the 3rd one yet because it's the only one where you don't have cameras, but where you actually physically run around through the house. So I can't speak on the 3rd one, but I can speak on basically all the other ones, even though I haven't played all maps on the 5th one, and they seem to experiment with game mechanics a little bit. The general gist is, you are basically, it's based on Paranormal Activity. I would assume, without having ever watched a Paranormal Activity movie. But the idea, you have cameras...
So not Paranormal Activity.
Okay, fair. But yeah, you have cameras located, and you need to look out for changes. Like, has a chair moved? Is suddenly an additional object in the room? Has a painting changed? Is there is something moving? Has a book disappeared from a shelf in the background? Some of those things are just evil. Evil. As in, like, when you finally figure out what is different. For example, this is a great example. So you see this room, how dark it is, how you can this is a classroom in a school. How you can basically not make... I can make full screen for this for a moment. Where you can barely make anything out. Sometimes there appears a gun on this table.
Oh, the thing you just put off screen.
Oh,
perfect.
Great. This is helpful. Okay, what else happens? I believe...
Does any papers from the cork board fall off, or like the little laptop screen changes?
Okay, this is actually a very obvious one once you're used to it. This chair here sometimes turns around and faces a camera. I know,
Does any
right?
of this stuff happen when you're watching, or is it always when you're watching something else?
Funny enough, movements can actually happen while you are looking, which is always like... Technically, catching the movement is super hard when you're not watching it, but there's, by the way, an abyss encroaching. You see maybe how there's darkness coming down the corridor. How the corridor keeps disappearing. And so now you need to report the location and what's happening. Send report. And then after a few agonizing seconds, it will actually go, whoop, fixing anomaly, and blip, everything is back to normal. At least the one thing you reported is back to normal. There could still be more stuff.
So what you're saying is,
Yes.
this game took one of the mechanics from the Five Nights at Freddy's game and just made it a whole game.
Is it a Five Nights mechanic?
Well, yes, because one of the mechanics is that they do it a lot in 3 is that you are flipping through cameras,
Yes,
watching,
okay.
and in the first game you actually have to keep an eye on Pirates Cove because it changes, and when you see certain changes, that indicates if Foxy is left or not. But if you keep viewing that spot, it will keep Foxy from coming.
Yeah.
And in Five Nights at Freddy's 3, that's how you determine where Springtrap is, and you actually have like things you have to click to play an audio clip and stuff. This is not exact, but this is a more apt comparison than Paranormal Activity.
Fair.
I was thinking a little bit more. It's kind of like when you watch the cameras in Phasmophobia and try to see if anything happens on there.
Fair, yeah, but there it's also just a thing that exists, but it's a very weak game mechanic to look on the I mean, with the cameras in Phasmophobia, you usually only really start focusing on them when you have found the ghost room, and then you're staring like on it. Is something happening in the ghost room?
You haven't told them about intruders yet.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
so
okay.
wait, is it like that one CDI game where we have to keep track of the girl's slumber party?
Night Trap!
Night Trap!
but yeah, I guess I can see, I'm pretty sure there is an intruder sooner or later.
I thought that plant was a spider, and I was like, please tell me that's not the intruders. I don't need big spiders.
I technically should be careful, because the intruders are sometimes... I mean, there's one occursion where the intruders where there are 2 intruders on a sofa where one of them literally gives the other one a blowjob.
Oh,
you don't
neat.
see anything, but you see 2 chubby naked dudes, and you see one dude doing this motion over the leg of the other dude. So if you know what they're doing, you know what they're doing.
So they're not monsters. They're just people who snuck into a school and want to fuck?
Yeah, man, you're the monster for invading their privacy.
Yeah, let them have their sucky fucky. Like, come on.
Also, here's a great example. So, anything wrong with this room?
Can't tell.
Wait, hold on. Let me make it a bit. Let me look a bit more.
I'm gonna cover my camera so I'm not like leaning away.
No, yeah, but the point is like I'm at a fun point where if I jump back and forth, you can actually see the difference.
Okay.
Like, things
go to first one.
A chair.
Oh, the chair moved.
Yeah, but it disappeared. A chair disappeared. But if you just go through the cameras and then you return to this room and you're like, is something off? Maybe? Was there a third chair? So you need to memorize, like, okay, there are 3 chairs.
This game would be hell for people who have poor observation skills.
I mean, the game is literally called I Am on Observation Duty. If you have bad observation skills and think this is a good game for you to play, I am sorry. Your bad life decisions are right there in the title. No, I actually am a completionist running it. 1 and 4 I have already completed. 2 I still need one random encounter, but I have finished the regular levels. And 5 we just started, and 5 has 6 maps. So trying to see if I can get an intruder, just as an example. Come on, give me an intruder. Give me an intruder, guys. Time's over. That is an advertisement. An intruder. I see an intruder. I need to report her.
So that's just maybe not the best to call her an intruder when you said that the one of the intruders is just chubby people giving blowjobs.
Oh, no.
I mean, I didn't even think of this, but
whoa,
yeah.
That was actually just impressive. Okay. So
more intruders.
The intruder's also a baby.
Apparently. So do we get no sponsor money by playing advertisements, even though they never?
No. I'm sorry.
That would be something, wouldn't it?
That baby looked terrified. It was just staring at the camera.
Of course, it was just in front of all of you guys. Come on, give me a fucking intruder. There must be an. Okay, let me. I mean, then again, the only intruder I recall in the school is somebody who masturbates in a corner, so I'm not sure if I am too eager.
Oh, we need to show them that supersonic then.
Super?
The one from CC's
It's a callback.
Tumblr.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
The one that you called Super Saiyan because you're such a big Sonic fan.
I love Sonic and
Oh, there he is. There he is.
Grunky.
There he is, having a good time in the corner. Oh, and now he looks at you because you reported him, and he's not okay with that. So,
I don't like how that bends.
Yeah. So some of them are also just body horror, where there is just an arm extruding from them somewhere, and there are different ones. If you would have reported him from the next room over, not looking at him, this camera angle thing would not have happened. And some intruders actually kill you if you report them while still having them on screen. This is stuff you find out by trial and error. But yeah, so that is the game. I believe I talked and showed enough. The game is an ongoing series. I am on observation duty. I believe you have gotten an impression what it is about. It can be very frustrating. Because some changes are just evil, but and if you get too frustrated, there are always guides online, because at the end of the day they programmed only so many anomalies per map. So you have a table with 6 chairs around it, and yet the only anomaly is that one chair sometimes moves a little bit away from the table. The entire table is decked in with glasses, plates, and silverware, but nothing ever happens to any of those because there was no event programmed for them. So eventually you can learn all anomalies for a map, but that I would say is not the fun way to play it. The fun way is obviously to try to survive on your own. Mm-hmm. But yeah, if you are getting too frustrated, you will find complete lists. They are very indie titles, so they are not very expensive. So I would maybe say, which one do I want to recommend from the series? Because the first ones have the 1 and 2 have a little bit of an unpolished charm. So either start at the beginning or start with 5. 5 you get the most bang for your buck. 1 is just like it has just this very rudimentary what the fuckery to it. But in general, yeah, I enjoy the series. Once I have concluded 5 and 6 goes on sale, I will also get 6. Because fun. And it's fun to play with people, or for example with a stream, which is probably a horrific idea because they will scream at you and point stuff out with a delay of a few seconds, so you have already died in the meantime. But in general,
and I mean, like,
also I'm pretty sure
if you want to play the gambling with some of what the intruders do on stream,
I believe it's all at the end of the day safe for work. Once again, you saw an extent of what an intruder does. He stands in a corner, does a jerky motion where an adult can extrapolate what he does.
The Leisure Suit Larry games are not allowed on Twitch. You think this would be like?
Just find out. I mean, Jacob and Julia streamed it. Oh, there's another intruder while we're here. A very weird looking one. He's just standing there, and he has just weird things for legs.
Oh, cool.
I know, right? But yeah, they played it. I'm not sure if this was a live stream on YouTube or on Twitch, but they streamed it, and I recall vaguely that chat actually shouted to them like, "Oh, something moved!" And then they were like 3 screens further, and like, "What? Where? What?" So it is.
This is why you should stream on YouTube, where you could pick ultra low latency.
But yeah, again, my recommendation is, hey, if this type of game speaks to you, try it out. If not, don't. But yeah.
What a glowing recommendation!
Yeah.
No, but I don't see any people who should feel offset by it. But it's a very specific a game mechanic where it's like, yeah, if as Key pointed out earlier, if you are bad at observing things, this game might be extra frustrating to you.
Or it may help you learn to be more observant.
It depends on again with which intention you go in. Also, yeah, what about 3 and 4? Yes, 3 I haven't played, as I mentioned, because it's very different. You're actually running around in the environment, and I just need to play it. I have it already, so And 4 is okay. But if you are already considering taking 4, get 5, because 5 is more. But once you have done all of those, you can go back to 4. 2 more maps or 3 more maps? I don't know. I like it. I would recommend it to people who might enjoy it. Anyways, we have one more contestant. And
yes.
I still need to...
It's Christmas time
it is
again.
Christmas. I guess
Is
I
it?
just start with the image and then I find some
Well,
movie
it's
pictures.
becoming Christmas time, so I watch my obligatory Christmas media.
Die Hard!
And
Yes.
no, I am of the camp that Die Hard's not a Christmas movie.
I love the
don't want
Muppets
to-
Die Hard movie.
I don't want
I
to
wanna see
argue
a-
about this.
I want to see a
But
Muppets
yes.
Die Hard movie now.
Oh, that would be great.
Exactly.
Who would be the one person who still remains a human throughout that movie?
Oh.
Like
Like what character? What Alan Rickman? We gotta bring him back to life.
we got to
Alan
bring him
Rickman's
back
one
to
that's-
life just to be Goober. Okay.
Yes.
But yes. So I was watching Muppets Christmas Carol last night because, need something to put on. And man, this movie holds up so well. It may be the best Muppet movie. Like, I love Treasure Island, love Tim Curry. This may be the better one. This may be the best Muppet movie. And it's just so good. Like, I know that a lot of people are like, oh, a lot of Christmas Carol adaptations leave stuff out for the sake of being cozy and everything, which is, it's understandable. I mean, like, one of the reasons I like the Jim Carrey one so much is that it still leaves in, like, the creatures that are under the Ghost of Christmas Present's coat and everything. But, as long as it still tells the story well, I don't think it's bad if they leave some stuff out. If you want that stuff, read the book! Like, the book is still there. The book's existence does not get minimized because the Muppets didn't do it. Like, I know that's a harsh statement to say, but yeah, this movie is beautiful. I love the sets and everything. I miss sets that looked like sets. Mm-hmm. I want more I love Schmigadoon so much because you can tell that they are sets. And I just love that feel. And I wish more movies would just do that. The puppetry is amazing. I mean, it's Muppets. If it's not good, then they did something horrendously wrong. And the Scrooge actor is fantastic because it's Michael Caine, right?
Yeah,
Michael Caine.
Good old Michael Caine. But he's so good. He's such a good Grinch. He may be my favorite Grinch actor.
Because he played it completely straight. He went in saying that he treated it like it was a serious film, and that's why it worked so good in that
green
movie.
frogs are running around.
Are you currently just quoting? Yep, there it is. Of course, it's from. He's just quoting his own Tumblr again. There.
Oh, you made a whole there was a whole post about this. Okay.
Yeah.
I came in with knowledge.
But like, it's just such a good movie. Like it's just cozy enough. There's just enough dark themes. It's just funny enough. Like, I obviously for a Muppet thing, you know that there's going to be comedy in it because unless you're the Dark Crystal, you should expect comedy. But like, it's not overbearing. Like, there's funny moments. You have like the banter between Gonzo and Rizzo. Making Gonzo Charles Dickens is the funniest thing on the planet, just outright. You have Sam the Eagle being like, "It is the American way," and then they whisper, "It's like, oh, okay, it's the British way." Like, it's very funny, but there's so much heart to it, and that's the thing. I think I miss Muppet movies because at the end of the day, there's so much heart in them. For the sheer fact that so much stuff has to be traditional, and also, like, that's just how they write Muppet things. And I feel like it's so in earnest of itself. It's so genuine. I miss genuine movies, man. But, and the music is great. I love all the songs in this movie. Marley and Marley is my favorite song of the movie, if anyone wants to know. Because it's just so good. Or Marley and Marley, which scared me to death as a kid.
Same.
And The Love Is Gone is also beautiful, which on Disney Plus they do have the full movie as an option you can watch, because they were able to find a print of The Love Is Gone, because fucking Katzenberg was like, kids will be bored during that scene, so let's cut it out of the movie. Even though the reprise is still at the end.
That's right, I remember that. It's hard to find a version that still has that end.
They have but they have The Love Is Gone on the Blu-ray, on the like HDR, like the 4K release they're doing, and on Disney Plus, which means you can pirate that off of Disney Plus, so you can watch it, so you don't have to support Disney Plus. But like I love this movie so much. It's just so comfy. Who would like it? Anyone who likes comfy things. I've not met a single person in my life who hates the Muppets, and I don't want to meet the people that do.
What kind of joyless life do you have if you hate the Muppets?
I don't know. I met someone who hates Sesame Street, and I was like, how does it feel to just hate happiness? Like, I mean, you could just not watch Sesame Street. You're 25. Like, that's fine. But you don't need to hate Sesame Street.
Weird.
Like,
I didn't know that was an opinion you could have.
I mean,
I don't know.
Not caring about it? Okay,
yeah,
fine, whatever.
But
having a negative feeling towards it?
Like, the active hate, like, the thing, to talk about this conversation, they were like, oh yeah, I hate Sesame Street. And I'm like, okay, I need to hear about this. And they're like, okay, why? They're like, they just piss me off. They're too happy. Like, fuck. And I was like, okay, which ones do you hate the most? You know, egging it on, honestly. And they're like, all of them. Fuck Big Bird. Fuck Elmo. Fuck that little shit.
I mean,
like,
there are drop-downs on Fur Affinity for that.
Oh, no. Elmo's 3. Do not make porn of Elmo. Elmo is 3 years old. But, like, you know, and I think Big Bird's... Everyone on Sesame Street is a minor except for Oscar the Grouch. But anyways, like, you know, fuck Big Bird, fuck Elmo. I fucking hate Elmo. I think they were also like the character that they thought was Big Bird's imaginary friend, but actually turned like the woolly mammoth one. They said fuck that guy, and like I was like, okay, but you gotta respect it for like talking to children about death and stuff with Mr. Hooper and everything. And they're like, you know what? Fuck kids. Like, just, I'm glad Mr. Hooper's dead. Why do we need to teach him these things? They think they're so great. And I'm like, okay, I'm talking to an insane person. And we're at a My Little Pony convention and you're saying these things.
Okay,
that's a cherry on top, adding that.
That is really impressive. Like, okay, at least we now have a profile of, who actively expresses this negative emotions towards Sesame Street. Somebody who has a lot deeper problems than just hating Sesame Street. But it also,
I know, like, it was just one of those things where I'm like, look, I don't watch Sesame Street anymore. I'm an adult. But, like, I respect Sesame Street.
My Little Pony convention.
Yeah, but, like, I respect Sesame Street. They're teaching kids what parents should probably teach their kids. You know, they actually have some of the best autism representation on their show now. Because there's a Muppet who has autism and they're like a whole family and how they deal with the dynamic, which is like, Jesus Christ, we don't have that in other entertainment. But Sesame Street's got the cojones too. But yeah, anyways, so I guess that one person would not like the Muppets Christmas Carol.
And maybe people who don't like musicals.
Oh, but I don't want to meet people who don't like musicals. Because also, I would...
There's an entire musical about a dude who doesn't like musicals.
Yeah, but I think Muppet musicals are a completely different breed than normal musicals. Because, you know, a majority of the music is performed by Muppets. So, like, there is a sense of, like, watching the physicality and everything that goes with it. It's more of a vaudeville performance than it is a musical number when you're watching Muppets musicals.
Yeah, Muppet musicals are usually semi-diegetic. This is a term that I just came up with.
But, like, I mean, you're right. They do acknowledge the fact, like, in Treasure Island, they acknowledge that when they have Cabin Fever, that the Cabin Fever musical number was happening in real time. But, yeah. Also, Odie wanted me to show this. This is apparently the Big Bird in Latin American Sesame Street. what's his name? Abelardo. He looks like the parrot my dad had as a pet as a kid.
I don't know how to feel about this.
But yeah, I guess if you are just so staunchly against musicals, which, again, I don't want to meet you in real life. Because I feel like if you hate musicals, you must be the most unfun person on the planet. Like, come on.
That's fair.
If singing and dancing gets you mad, like, singing and dancing was the first ways that humans showed joy at things, and you hate that?
Potentially. I'm not sure. What did they do first? Speaking or music?
Well, singing is part of like speech.
Yeah. That's why I'm wondering, like, if they first moved on from grunts to actual conversation or elaborate language, or if they first started to do rhythmic drums or whatever.
Feels like that would be like you would move on to like.
I feel like dancing would be the first form
dancing,
because just
oh yeah.
Well, that's what I said. Singing and dancing,
It's
both
like
in some ways the first
on.
form of entertainment and joy. And the people who I've met who don't like musicals tend to be just very sad people. Like, I don't know if correlation is causation, but like, you know.
Are we
in this case?
Are we depression shaming?
Yes.
I have depression and I like musicals.
So
no,
what's everyone else's excuse?
Yeah, what's their excuse? I can watch happy things and still have clinical depression. You're not special. Like. Anyways. So watch
really
Muppets Christmas
topic.
Carol if you haven't already. There's a sizable portion of people who I know that haven't watched Muppets Christmas Carol, and I'm just so baffled by that because that was a VHS I had as a kid. Like that was
same.
That was
I
a
watched
tradition.
that last year.
Like we had VHSs of that and Home Alone. These were the quintessential movies to watch during the holiday season.
I can drop a
go
truth
ahead.
bomb related to this one.
Okay.
I have not watched it in its O-tone. I am
in English?
super familiar with the German version because, as you, I had it on a VHS, but I'm not sure if I have ever watched it in English. Period.
We are going to fix that. I am making an executive TV time order. We're watching Muppets Christmas. It's not a long movie, too. It's actually a very short movie. Because I think it's only 100 minutes.
Expect me to sing all the songs, but in German.
I mean, that's fine. No! It's only 86 minutes long, so you're investing a very short...
Yeah.
Well... Muppets movies are actually...
Yeah. Oh god, I'm not...
Well, I mean, look, if you look at the length of most Muppet movies, they're actually violently short. But we also may be pilled by post-Endgame cinema that we just expect most movies to be an hour and a half at least.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like, the first Muppet movie was only 95 minutes. I think the longest Muppet movie may be the first Muppet movie.
1.5. Yeah, that was the normal time for movies back in the day. Everything.
Oh yeah,
past
like
that.
Muppets Most Wanted, 107 minutes, and I think it's the longest Muppet movie. Fucking Barbie would blow that out of the water. Like, it's just, when Muppets are there for a good time, not a long time, and I respect that. I respect when you know that you don't need a long time to tell your story. That's perfectly fine with me. But if you want what my opinion the best Christmas Carol movie is, watch this. If you want my second place, watch the Jim Carrey one.
I have never watched this one either.
Oh, it's so good.
I heard good things. I guess most.
I will talk about that next awkward because I do. There's a hate-dom for the Jim Carrey Christmas Carol. And I don't. It's because it's a Robert Zemeckis motion capture movie.
That is the reason
so there's a lot of hate towards those movies. But it looks great. Like that's the thing. It's the one Zemeckis movie that, besides maybe Monster House, that looks really good.
But I was also, when it was in cinema back then, I believe it was the one after Polar Express, right? And Polar Express got no. Was there one in between? But Polar Express was before that one, right?
The Robert Zemeckis 3D movies were Polar Express, Monster House, Beowulf.
Oh, Beowulf
then
also looked
Christmas
weird.
then Christmas Carol, and then Mars Needs Moms, and then the mocap studio shut down.
But yeah, by
I
that
killed him.
yeah, by that point, the skepticism was already running so rampant that I originally stayed away from it, and yeah, now over the last years I have heard, hey, it's actually good. Anyways.
Yeah.
Now back to the art of the week, and which is.
Let me explain the lore here.
This requires explanation.
So for explanation, my name is Cosmic. Hi, my avatar is a little marshmallow-looking girl with no nose. That's because she's in the canon of this character. She is half alien. She is made of stardust. She is literally a stardust person. When I do DA radio, we have a little pet character that I have, which is named Febby. Mostly because we were just putzing around the first radio,
yeah.
and we had a little dancing glam rock Freddy gif, and we just kept making fun of it. And then people were like, "What if we made this into an OC?" Basically, so they made a little space dust bear, and we named it Febby. So he is not related to the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise at all. If we make a plush of him, we are legally hands washed. He's a little bear made of space dust, and he's just very dapper.
Your Honor.
So that's normal Febby, the purple one.
Mm-hmm.
The other one on the side is based off Will hosted radio once when I was not feeling well, and he apparently people wanted to cross him over with another character Will has made for a side series, whose name is Xavier, who wears like a little mask and stuff and is evil. And so they were like, what if there was a Rotom Febby, because his name is Xavier Rotom. So what if we just made an evil Febby? And that apparently just exists now. And my favorite thing is that the tweet of this artwork, which was done by Lazy Dark, who I swear only makes fan art of DA Radio, and I love them so much. He said when Febby doesn't get his Lunchables. So that's his Joker arc, is just he didn't get his Lunchables, so now he's angry. Which fits, because on my little radio set, you see Febby, and he's just always bouncing, because it's a gift that my friend Lizzie made. And I always just have a PNG of like a Happy Meal next to him, because they were like, the chat was like, give Febby a Happy Meal, because he's a good boy. The chat loves Febby. During radio last night, I made a poll being like, is Febby on the nice list or the naughty list? And 10% of people voted naughty. And everyone was like, whoever voted naughty list, you're next. Like, they were mad.
Oh no. Oh, I just see how he's going. Oh, he's going hard.
Yeah, look at him. He's busting it down.
Oh, damn.
Oh, kill him.
Oh, and he's already Christmas attire. He's already Wait till it goes to when we play a song, because there's a dancing gif of him. Oh, there
you go. Look at him go!
Oh,
look at him go! He's dancing.
Oh, he's having a great time.
Yeah, we were looking at fan art,
and
but
still with his Happy Meal, very important.
Yes, well, it's a for season 2. It's no longer a Happy Meal. It's a BK Big Kids Meal, which exists because, of course, Burger King has to make a Happy Meal. But yeah, so during the radio, when I broke it to Febby that some people think he should be on the naughty list, I hid him behind the chat window. We went to the next song, and while that was happening, I changed the hue and saturation on his asset so he would turn green. So, and then I moved him back, and he was like, oh no, it's Grinch Febby. It's Grebby. And he got fan art, and he was only on screen for like 2 minutes. I love
Febby lore.
Lazy Dark actually did a Grebby art where they turned I don't know Lazy Dark's pronouns, but they turned Febby's little space tail, because it's just a little space nebula, into a Christmas tree.
Oh,
which was so cute. I love this little bear that was constructed entirely by chat shit posting. A lot of Febby lore is just what the chat has made, and I love it. Someone made a Febby song during the radio yesterday.
Oh yeah. Ooh, I just found this.
Grevy! I love him. But by pure coincidence, when I changed the hue and saturation and turned his hat purple and his bow tie purple, which was just perfect. Yes, Febby is part of the DA crew. he is the best boy. But that is the lore explanation for the fan art. If you ever see a space bear in the fan art, it's because Febby gets more art than me. The fake space bear gets more artwork than me. And I'm his mother.
What I am hearing is that we need a mascot for the AWKWARDcast.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that just Rocket?
Rocket doesn't really have the no, he's hard to get on camera. He's not as bouncy as Febby. His personality is mostly sleeping.
Let me just go into the space world where apparently Cosmic and Febby come from and come back with a little space ferret, and then we'll have a little mascot.
Problem solved.
Excellent.
Problem solved.
Okay.
We're just opening up more cosmonaut lore with there are just these animals in space. Like, look, here's the thing. Febby can at least be somewhat brought back to reality because there is the whole Ursa Major and Ursa Minor constellation. You could probably put some sci-fi mysticism shit to that he's from that area of the stars. There's no constellation of a ferret.
There should be. Why isn't there?
I mean, constellations are just a human construct. We could just make one.
Just make one.
Just
point at some stars and say, that's a ferret now.
Yeah, look how long and noodly it is. That's a ferret.
Let's just go for the Belt of Orion, which is already like just a couple of them in a line. That's a perfect ferret design.
We'll say it's a ferret. We'll make a space ferret, and his name is that. Oh man, the dichotomy of the two pet names: Febby, Orion. Like just one got named with love, one got named with prestige.
That's a pretty good mascot name, though. Orion. That's pretty good.
Orion. I mean, that's such a fancy name for an AWKWARDcast mascot.
I found him.
Yeah, it's Grebby. Look at him.
Look him go.
He's upset.
Look him dance.
I have told Lizzie I wanted her to make a GIF that is two little angry eyebrows that are timed perfectly to the Febby GIF, so I can turn on and off that source. So sometimes Febby could just be an angry boy. I mean, look at him. You've seen him for 2 seconds. Don't you already love him? He's just so cute.
I want a little plushie Febby.
We are planning actually to make a Febby plush.
But which color?
We are planning to.
Purple or
we're going
green?
to try. No, the blue, the normal Febby color. Obviously, we're planning to try to get like a galaxy print of him for his thing. But we're going to make a Febby plush in like.
Oh yeah. Also, this fan art came in fast. I saw that the one that I showed earlier, the green one, actually is from the same stream.
Yes, it was made the same stream. People are drawing fan art during the stream most of the time.
So yeah, okay. So we get Orion, the cosmic ferret for AWKWARD. So this is step 1 to getting lots of fan art. Then step 2 is getting an actual audience who watches us.
I mean, Orion may get us that audience.
Orion.
Yeah.
I mean, like the people will see like cute little space ferret fan art, and they'll be like, "What is this character from?" And then they'll find the podcast.
Find the top part where we're talking about a guy getting a blowjob in a surveillance video.
Exactly. So now it is time for the Q&As. You give us our Qs, and we'll give you A's. Do we have any on Twitter?
We have joined. I guess as frequent askers on Twitter nowadays, Fella Fidel is with us once again.
Okay.
If it were a real place, would you consider eating at Bob's Burger?
Oh yeah,
of course. Here's the thing: Bob's Burgers restaurant in the show is canonically like really fucking good. It's just that it doesn't get a lot of business because Bob is not good at advertising himself because he's, Bob.
Depending on what the burger of the day is, I may or may not get that because there's been some of them that's like, ew, that sounds disgusting. But
there's a whole cookbook that they released of burgers that Bob has made for Bob's Burgers, like the canonical recipes. I want to try that black garlic burger that he made one episode.
That is one that I would be like, yes,
delicious.
Give me that.
Yeah, but
give me that.
I guess as the person who probably has the least watched of Bob's Burger, I believe I have only 2 or 3 episodes under my belt, including the Archer episode. So that totally counts, right? But no, from the little that I know about it, I would also definitely eat there. I mean, Burger place. Come on, hole in the wall burger place. Yes, please.
I would eat that more than Jimmy Pesto's restaurant, which is always said to be like awful.
Yes,
also,
but he knows how to advertise, so that's why he always has business.
Also, Jimmy Pesto is played by was they got a new actor for him. Was played by someone who was at the insurrection.
How hilarious would it be if in canon they just had Jimmy Pesto get arrested for being at January 6th?
Yeah, I mean, like it would fit his character too.
You know he would, yeah. Not because he knows what's going on or he believes in any of that. He just saw a group of people. It's like, I can advertise here.
I can advertise
and then he ends up
there.
arrested. Yeah.
He's on parole right now, so he can't bother Bob, or Bob will just call the police on him. And it's like, oh, this is the perfect... God, someone contact Lauren Buchard. We have the best idea for an episode plot.
They must have thought about it.
Might be
at some point in a writer's room.
Might be a few years later. I'm not sure. Does Bob Burger actually go this hard on specific political topics and take a stance like that?
No, not really.
No, not at all.
It's a very apolitical... Like, it has, obviously, its moral values, because, like, and in a good way, but they mostly treat everything with a very, everything is normal, everyone's kind of a weirdo mentality.
Probably similar to Central Park.
Very, very much.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of Lauren Buchard shows are just like, oh, they're gay, okay. Oh, they're trans, okay. They're neurodivergent, okay. I mean, Bob, they have confirmed Bob is neurodivergent, so like...
Oh, they went to the January 6th insurrection, okay.
Okay, that one they'll be like, okay, that sounds like Jimmy. But like, I would go to Bob. Maybe not when the kids are around. I feel like Eugene would be just too much. Just Gene would be too much, playing some kind of instrument. Who is the girl with the bunny ears?
Louise.
Louise would probably try to steal my money. And Tina would just be breathing weird, and I would just get very uncomfortable. But if the mom is working, hell yeah, Linda's my spirit animal. I love Linda.
She's gonna have a little song for you. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, of course. I love her. Where's the Bob's Burger Central Park crossover? I want Linda and Paige to have a duet. That would be great. But there's your answer. Thank you for the question.
Fidel,
anonymous, yes.
So yeah, Fidel, we welcome you in the frequent asker echelon. I don't know. Club.
Yes. So Swiss Army Screwdriver asked, reverse conspiracy theory. What's something that people supposedly should believe, but you don't? So I guess how a conspiracy theory is, what a small sect of crazy people believe. What is a widely accepted thing that you don't believe?
Existence of God.
Oh, edgy.
That's the easy one. I believe in an afterlife. I don't believe in the singular power running said afterlife. I feel like it's a very nebulous thing. But no, I'm not going to go with that one.
Yeah, I mean also like... I also should have a better answer.
I'm trying to think of something whimsical to offset
I'm trying to think whimsical because here's the thing. I'm not going to go deep into it, but my problem with this is a lot of things recently that have been regarded before as conspiratorial has been revealed that, it's kind of a psyop situation where the media has presented it to be, oh, this is what crazy people believe. And then we find out, oh, okay, this is what's actually mostly the more intense things like news being paid off, all this kind of, the sad stuff. But I think like, you know what? A lot of people don't believe the Loch Ness Monster is real.
You do?
I'm going to go with that one.
Oh, wait.
I believe that at some point it was. I believe at some point, I don't believe in the dinosaur theory. I believe that there was just a species of fish or something that someone believed to be the Loch Ness Monster, but because the loch is so polluted and gross, it just died. I believe that because we just, as humans, are terrible at citing things, instead of just calling it a fish, we called it a monster.
So I'm not sure if this answer was whimsical or also kind of depressing. It was both.
I mean, it's more whimsical than,
it's whimsical and too real.
Yeah, like, I don't want to believe, I feel like a lot of things, especially in what's going on in the world today.
Either you go off the deep end whimsical with this question, or you go into, well, the too real direction. Okay, do I have a whimsical one for myself?
Yeah.
You are the last person I would believe who would have a whimsical one.
I know, that's my problem.
Okay, well, here, I got an actual one that I think would be good. You know, people say that we shouldn't have ferrets. Ferrets are illegal to buy in California because they say that they're an invasive species. I don't believe that. I just think that Californians thought that they were icky pets because they thought they were rodents. So they don't want us to have them. But you know what? And the full reason I believe that, I know that. Here's the thing, but hamsters are cute.
But they are rodents.
Yes, but people think hamsters are cute and aesthetic. My point is, they believe
cute.
that ferrets aren't. People believe that ferrets aren't aesthetically pleasing pets, and it's California. It's super, surface
shallow.
level.
Yeah.
Shallow. But I don't. But their whole reasoning is, they would be an invasive species if they got out. I have met many ferrets in my life. They would not. We have domesticated them to the point that they are too dumb to become the number one species. They sometimes are like, ew, it's too cold out. I don't wanna. No. So that's my theory. I believe that the reason they banned ferrets in California is just because they don't think they're cute, which they are objectively wrong about.
I have my answer.
Okay.
Something that a lot of people believe, but I do not share in their belief. Is this going to get me cancelled? But for once in a fun way. For once I get cancelled in a fun way.
Okay.
Pokemon is a waste of time.
Oh.
Okay, you're wrong.
Fighting
do you mean
words.
Pokemon Go or just playing a video game?
No, probably Pokemon Go is probably the best one because it actually gets you out there to used to at least.
But that's the thing. You could say a waste of time about any video game, though. You play a literal game a lot where you are just doing maintenance on a ship. A lot of people would say that's a waste of time.
No, because I am that is decompressing after a long day of something.
And people can play Pokemon to decompress.
But the fan. Okay, here's the thing. Like maybe not playing, but Pokemon as a franchise is what was the original question? People believe in or no theory? What's something people supposedly should believe but you don't? I don't know. I try to go edgy on this one. I have no idea.
Yeah, and it's such a stupid version of edgy because it's like the fandom's not a waste of time. People make artwork and make money. People go to competitions. Like, it's a very active thing to do. You're just stupid. You're dumb.
So, Ken, what is your answer to the question?
I am struggling with this because I'm trying to keep it in the parameter of something people should believe and you don't. I could just spit out nonsense to you, but it's not. It's not in the spirit of that question.
Can Cream be like, people believe they should brush their teeth. Nay, I say.
Oh, no, ew, no, that's... No, take care of your teeth. For God's sakes, people. Brush and floss and mouthwash and all that. Why is this being so difficult?
I know, right?
Am I too mainstream?
It's because we live in a world now where everything is real and everything isn't. Like, it's just too much.
Yeah.
The world is too much. But also, I do love Odie's thing of Pokemon Go have your milk, Grandpa, towards Max. You just said the most boomer opinion in the... There's something about it specifically being milk that's funny to me. Oh, there you go. There's my... People believe that milk is a beverage. It is not. Milk is an ingredient. People who drink straight milk without putting something in it
and not being babies.
And not being babies thank you, Max, are fucking weirdos, and you're perverts, and you need Jesus.
They're wrong. They're both wrong.
Do you drink? Okay. Do you drink milk by itself like a criminal?
I mean, like, when I'm having, like, dinner, yeah, that's the beverage
Oh
you
my
have.
god, you are so white! Jesus! You are so white.
Yeah,
You are so white.
Look at
They're
the
wrong.
look at the almond-colored Italian up there.
I'm white, but I'm not that white. Like, that's just mayonnaise.
You brittle-boned weaklings.
I am not brittle boned. I drank a lot of milk as a child, the time you're supposed to drink it, and I got those bovine growth hormones, and I am strong as an ox.
But Fidel, calcium, yes, but milk also
You
has...
can get calcium from other things!
Exactly, and milk has also lactose, which the adult human should be not able to process properly.
You know what? Lactose
You're
intolerant
weak.
people, they're the normal ones. No, we're normal.
I can process dairy. That is my X-Men superpower.
I was about to say, you are a fucking mutant. That's
the thing. You're not invincible. You're just biding your time, because that intolerance, it comes for you at some point. May not be now, may not be 10 years from now, but it comes. You're going to be like a 70-year-old grandpa having your daily glass of milk while having, probably, your blended up dinner because you have no teeth, because you believe in not brushing your teeth.
What lore is this? What lore are you making for me?
And then your stomach's going to gurgle. It's like, oh no, it finally came.
I'm getting bullied today.
Keep coping, California girl, as Odie says.
Yeah.
I am a New Yorker. I am not a Californian. I live here. That doesn't mean I am one. You can live in a place that's different from where you were born and raised. That doesn't make you the thing.
Unless it does. Anyway, without being really sure what we have answered the question with, we
Next
have answered
question.
the question exactly.
We sure did say words.
Indeed.
We did.
We provided
Thanks,
an
Swiss
A
Army.
to the Q without being sure if they're truly connected. Anyways, J-Rock asked us as well.
Okay.
It's that time of the year again. Christmas-themed Would You Rather questions. For everyone, would you rather have candy canes for legs or chocolate fingers for arms?
Both of these are awful.
Which
Good
makes it a
job.
good Would You Rather, because there is no obvious answer.
Okay, like, here's the thing. I guess would the candy canes be enough of a width and thing to hold up the rest of your body?
I'm taking this question
are hard,
as meaning
but they're not
that it's like proportional to your body size.
Okay.
I mean, since I still have it open on screen, think of this intruder and how
God.
his legs are just weird.
He's sturdy.
Yeah, how his legs are just weird extrusions from his hip.
Because here's the thing is that, like, I assume you wouldn't have functional knees, so you'd just be, like, walking around like a pirate with two peg legs. And it's just like, I wouldn't be able to deadlift ever again.
But then
With
again,
chocolate fingers, I could put gloves on, and then, I'm
but
basically
it
safe.
also said chocolate fingers for arms.
Okay, wait, is chocolate fingers a type of candy or cookie?
Maybe. I thought maybe one of you two would know. I saw this question earlier. on Twitter.
Okay. Chocolate.
Oh, it's
fingers,
a UK thing.
Here they are, chocolate fingers. So they are basically little sticky thingies, and they're not even solid chocolate. They no
Chocolate fingers.
But yeah, I guess we go with this one.
Okay, well, here's the thing. I could just put, like, gloves over them, and I could probably just do my daily activities.
Fingers for arms. So I guess the idea
The whole
is
thing's
still you
chocolate.
basically are you either lose both your arms and have just have candy just stick
Or
out
the
there.
hands are human and the arm isn't.
But
Then you don't have elbows. Then you're just
exactly. But now we are assuming, because if you do, then it makes the chocolate fingers for arms a lot objectively a lot better than the candy canes for legs, because if you still have normal feet on it, how does it?
Yeah,
Does it?
I don't know.
I mean, no, you still have the full reach of arms.
They're gonna melt.
so-
though.
You know what?
When it gets hot out,
Okay.
your arms are gonna melt.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the candy cane legs.
Damn it,
Simply
me too.
because I need
Me too.
I need the arms to work because like I have a job that requires at least mobility here. Will I hate the fact that I can't like do deadlifts and stuff anymore because it will probably crack the peppermint?
Mhm.
Yeah, that sucks. But you know what? I could just work on my arms and back. Like that'll be fine. And
Get that core strength.
also, I mean, the only hardship I'm gonna have to face is that I'm always gonna have to get the utmost front seat on an airplane because I can't bend my knees.
Oh,
I'm just gonna have to
no.
sit
Yeah.
and it goes out like this.
You might get first class every time because of that.
Yeah, there you go. There, I
even
sprinkled a little
only
bit of gold
upsides.
digging in there.
benefits in there, but yeah,
Yeah, only upsides.
Basically the same for me. Like, no, for if you have this kind of a handicap in with your legs, that's what I mean. You technically probably even can wobble forward, so it's not like you're legless. But that's what there are a lot of. For wheelchairs and people with other handicaps when it comes to walking, there are, sadly not completely widespread, but there are handicap friendliness, accessibility. That's the
There's
word.
accessibility.
But what is the accessibility for not having functional arms? No,
Gotta use your feet.
yeah, exactly. And this is like then
You have
need-
to wear sleeveless shirts all the time.
you need to learn basically to need to relearn interacting with everything in the world, while for the leg situation you only need to learn coming around without being able to walk. But this happens to the other one
Also,
happens to
here's
people.
my one thing. Look, people are probably thinking about the sweaty factor. Yes, your legs with candy canes will be sticky and gross if they get wet with sweat. The arms will just straight up melt. Like,
Well, I guess we had an exhaustive answer to this one. And that's also
All right,
it's from
so-
Twitter. It's all
right.
yours from here on out.
all right, here's one. Also from Swiss Army Screwdriver. From the chat. If you were in One Piece, what devil fruit would you eat? Devil fruit gives you the power to turn to an animal, to have your body become a single element, or to get a single insane magical ability, but you can never swim or sink in salt water. I guess we could just make up devil fruits at that point.
I mean, here's also saying maybe we need to make the devil fruit harder, because the joke, why the drawback of a devil fruit of never being able to swim again is so insanely dramatic in the world of One Piece, is that the majority
For
of
us, it's just like, okay, can't swim in the beach. Okay.
yeah, but in One Piece, it's an entire world which is like mostly water, just a couple of islands. There are no, or if there are, very rarely big continents. Far more water surface than the Earth has. So, yeah, it's actually a really, really bad drawback. Clip on mic, I believe. What? Clip on mic?
How did they grab the mic?
The speaker without arms that went down to high school.
Okay. But yeah. So okay, but
Got
yeah,
so sidetracked.
Sorry, I'm looking through. There's a list of all the devil fruits, and I'm just scrolling. And I love one that is the butter fruit. Can you guess what that does?
Oh no! Is it one where you actually turn into butter?
No, it allows users to create control butter.
Sorry, come again. You clipped out for me.
To create and
Okay, Kent, you are still moving fine. So you have
I'm
problems.
still here.
Okay, so it's probably on her end.
Yeah, she's frozen, cut out for me. So.
Yeah, and roboting out. Well,
Something about butter.
Exactly.
She chooses the butter one.
I mean, we should have known about this. Discord is not... There is something in the Discord policies about revealing details about devil fruits instantly causes a temporary timeout. And if you then go even further into details, they will ban your entire account. So this is a PSA for everybody watching. Be careful when discussing devil fruits in call on Discord. So there,
she's
have
gone.
Been, she's gone. You see, she's just a bunch of circles now. It's not well known, but it's in the terms of service. So
it was in one of the patch updates.
Yeah.
Oh! I jumped around a bit. Something's happening.
Okay.
And
hi.
Yeah.
Am I back?
Okay. We explained.
The answer was to create and control butter.
Create and control. Oh, so basically like Mr. 3, just who can create and control wax.
Yes, there's also the cream fruit where you can create and control cream.
Why are there so
dangerous to me?
There are 207 canonical devil fruits.
200. Okay. But yeah, I wonder why the ones that are about creating and controlling all are about more about squishy substances. Cream, butter, wax. Oda-san, are you revealing some of your fetishes here? I mean,
it wouldn't be the first time.
I was about to say
every girl post-time skit looks like Nami because his wife looks like Nami. So, like,
oh my god, is she okay? I mean,
I know her poor back.
Yeah, like everything. Yeah, this is. She seems to have a lot of things going on that don't go well together. Oh. But yeah.
All right. So, but yes, what would your devil fruit be? What one insane ability would you love to have?
Maybe we should not just. Should try to stay in the spirit of wackiness from One Piece devil fruit.
Oh yeah, obviously.
Otherwise, it would just be the what superpower would you give yourself question again.
Yeah.
Yeah, but look, I mean, you guys name a power you want. I could probably find out if it's a real fruit.
Probably is. Should we instead pick one for someone else here instead of picking our own?
Ooh, okay. Okay, I think that would be good. Fine, then I'll pick one for Can. Can picks one for Max. Max picks one for me.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, so let's see. I think, you know what I think, especially with you.
Yes.
With the recent discovery of your heinous acts.
I swear to God. I swear to Christ on high.
The milk fruit?
No, I'm going to give him the cream fruit that I talked about.
Oh, and he is even canned cream.
I have power to control myself.
You can you get to create and control cream. And also because of that, I just feel like you would utilize that in the funniest way possible. I feel like you'll be on Zoom calls at work, or you're going to be somewhere and be like, hey, you want to see something funny? And you'll just start moving around this creamy substance in the air because you're controlling it like a fucking waterbender, and you'll be entertained for hours. And also you can terrify people at the bar because you'll finish a beer and you'll be like, hey, guess what? And you just see that whole cup fill up with cream, and then you can just drink it while keeping consistent eye contact with people.
I need to ask: is the cream fruit of the same type like the smoke fruit?
Not sure.
Because there are the three types of devil fruits. One that is, as Odie described, like one that.
I mean, I assume this one is the insane ability fruit.
Because since from those three, the cream, the butter, and the wax, I have only met Mr. 3 as far as I am in One Piece, and he. And comparing, Mr. 3 can exactly create and control wax, but he can apparently not turn his entire body into wax, like, for example,
no, this
Smoker.
is not. This isn't a controlling thing. It's not like the clear fruit where you could turn yourself invisible and other people invisible. Mm-hmm. So this is not you can affect. No, canned cream cannot turn himself into a pile of cream.
But that was my question. If it is more like, if canned cream's devil fruit should maybe be more like Smoker's fruit, and being because Smoker also can kind of create and control smoke, but he can turn himself into smoke.
But yeah, Odie is right. This is a paramecia fruit, so insane ability, and then there's. The Iogas, which is the body is made of.
No, I believe Logia. Or is it you?
Logia, sorry. I can't tell if it's a capitalized I or an L.
Yeah. Yoga, Logia. But yeah, the Logia is then the ones like Smoker, which are not insane ability, but elemental one.
Yeah. But okay,
So
but yes,
do I have the power
I
to
give
do
him the
the-
cream fruit.
Can I manifest it out of thin air, or does the cream have to already pre-exist?
It's manifesting out of thin air. It's creating.
Okay.
A cow doesn't just spawn near you and you do the process.
I don't know how magical we're getting with these abilities. Good to know.
So,
All right.
who can come up with the next one?
I guess I'll go next.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We'll do this in a nice little circle.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for Max, I don't know what to call it. You can decide for yourself.
Okay.
I'm going to give you the power to communicate and telepathically with any ferret within a 100-mile radius, whether or not you can see them.
The fur fruit.
Fur fruit.
Wait, let me see if there is actually a fur fruit.
It's specifically ferrets.
But only,
There is not. There is not. So the name's not taken.
But it's also not it's just telepathic communication. So basically, like rat catcher too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a ferret rat catcher. Yeah.
Nice.
You can summon them to you. They can be your little minions.
So ironically, it's yet another Paramechia fruit, and
Yes.
not one of the animal fruits.
Yes. You don't get to turn yourself into a ferret. You just get to communicate and control.
Would also be too obvious for a ferret. Furry. To
For a ferret.
Yeah,
Yes, it would be so obvious for
yeah.
a ferret.
For furry too. Okay, yeah, I guess I keep the trend going with another Paramechia.
What is mine?
Exactly.
What do you know about me to make this make me a devil fruit?
No, it's oh no, this actually goes into one of your chosen superpowers before the furthest fruit. No, then I would go, because I never was to Furfest.
The Duke fruit.
Oh,
there you go.
Oh, the Duke fruit. Okay, I will.
Yes. For context, Cece, when ferrets are having a good time, they make a little noise that sounds like a duke. Yeah, like duke. Yeah,
Duke
it's cute.
fruit.
There you go.
Especially since
There we go.
often enough the devil fruit names are more
One syllable.
also descriptive in nature,
Yeah.
not as explicit as the cream or the butter fruit. No? Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, for you, more. I believe we have given. That already exists actually. Okay.
Oh.
No, I was trying to figure out, like, do we go with the cliche into the art creation direction? But first of all, you already got this covered. You don't need devil fruit powers to do the drawing. And there is, like, funny enough, Mr. Sree's companion has or partner has a drawing related power. And there's a Naruto, a guy who can just draw stuff that gets real. No. But I was more like, probably inspired since he talked so much about radio before. The shout fruit.
Oh, okay.
Which gives you basically a controlling power, like with your voice.
Mind control!
Yeah,
Mind
that's
control!
the thing why I was wondering, wasn't mind control one of your previously chosen superpowers?
Mind control and hive mind, baby!
Yeah. So we need to... there need to be certain limits on it, so yeah, with your
I can tell people to watch the AWKWARDCast.
Oh, therefore, excellent. No,
It can only be used for advertising purposes.
But it's like, no, it's not like, what is
I
it?
can't make people hurt themselves.
Yes, and it's also limited. You cannot give them like a command, not like Death Note, which can control them through an entire range of activities. You can give them an immediate command, but it's not something long-lasting. You cannot be like, go out there and find and rethink your life. They would probably go 5 steps and then like, you know what? No, I don't. So it's more of an immediate one. You can give them immediate commands, which also gives it a certain weakness because No, you cannot keep somebody permanently enthralled. So, because you need to give fresh commands. It's small activities like... I mean, you could just upload, obviously, when we go live, you could upload an audio clip, assuming that your ability works through that, an audio clip to Twitter, which is like, go to twitch.tv/thetrueany and watch the AWKWARDcast. So they would, at the very least, after getting the message, go there, start watching, and if we are lucky, stay around.
Yeah, well, there you go. Also, I want to tell you my favorite devil fruit I've just found on this list.
Yes, please.
Okay.
It is the wash fruit. Now, give a guess. What do you think this fruit does?
Oh, I believe I actually might
cleaning?
know about it. If it's the one that I remember, one of the last characters I got introduced to when I originally read it, I might know what it is, so I want to not say and give Kant a chance to
CC, what
guess.
do you think the wash fruit does?
It sounds like something to do with cleaning.
It does. So the wash fruit allows users to wash and fold people as if they were laundry, cleaning their wicked hearts. Like, it's that little addition at the end of cleaning their wicked hearts. So you fucking grab a person Looney Tunes style by the shoulders, just put them in the, washing machine and then dry them, and, put them on the clothes hanger, and then, boop, they're suddenly a good guy, I guess.
Now I need to see if the wash fruit user is the one I'm thinking of. Then I actually have encountered
the user of the wash fruit is Suru, TCURU.
Oh no, the old lady. No, I have actually not. I believe I have met her, but I have not seen her in action. No, I was thinking of the lady from the secret agent organization. Odie can probably correct it in a moment. The government group related to Nico Robin. And this lady also starts her battle with Nami in a bathtub, and her ability, I believe, was also something soap bubble related. So
I do also love the ring fruit, which allows users to drain liquid from people and objects, transferring that liquid into their own bodies to enhance them. I also love that the user's name is Charlotte Smoothie, which is a great name. But I'm sorry, that fruit just sounds like it's setting up so many porn-like situations. I'm sorry, that's what it sounds like. Blame the internet.
okay.
But okay, onwards to our last question.
Soap fruit. The one.
Moving on.
Of course it is.
Yes.
So to our last question.
Yes.
The FMK. So this is from Factual Facade, aka Wolfhead. Okay, FMK, I'm going to be as vague as possible about this just to see where you guys take it. So don't ask me, Wolfhead, what do you mean? Because that's where you guys are supposed to fill in the blanks. Fuck, marry, kill. The voices in your head, the skeletons in your closet, or the ghosts from your past. Knock yourself out. Oh no.
Okay.
I don't want to fuck any of them.
Kant, you go first.
All right. Well, all right. We are going to... I'll marry the voices in my head.
Okay, why?
They're my buddies.
Why?
Oh yeah, okay. Bye.
They're my buddies.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay.
They play little songs for me. It's great. We already basically live together as is, so we might as well make it official. Get those tax breaks.
Valid.
Gonna fuck the skeletons in the closet. And then gonna murder the ghosts of the past
Yeah, but
because
why do you
they
fuck
have it
them?
coming.
Why are you fucking the skeletons?
Oh, because
Are
they're
you
already going to be
interpret-
creepy sex stuff, so we might as well just go ahead and just make it official with that too.
Are you interpreting them as actual skeletons?
They can be if they want. I mean, mine aren't, but if they're for you.
Okay.
I mean, if we're talking like skeletons in the closet, like it's probably going to be fun pervert stuff, so let's go with that.
Yeah, but
Okay.
yeah, just killing and getting rid of your ghosts of the past. Yeah, I guess it doesn't require further explanation.
Yeah.
This is
All
the
right.
those guys.
setup. I guess
So,
the kill
Max,
will
you're
be...
next.
Oh, I am, because it's odd.
I remembered. Yes, I remember last episode you got last and you were like, man, there's no
that's
good
true.
way to.
Okay, the odd ones are the one where the odd one goes first. Got it. So, you killed your ghost, fucked your bones, and also bravo for not going for the boner joke, the obvious one.
Oh, I didn't think of it. Damn it. Damn it.
Why I am.
Take it back. Take it back.
My superiority has once again been established.
What's with this as your glasses move?
Yes.
So, and you married the voices in your head.
Marry the voices, yes.
I'm just thinking selfish, so whatever comes out of it will be it will just be luck-based key.
Okay.
So, I am going to... I mean, it's unattractive either way you turn it. So, okay, I will kill the voices in my head, just having some peace and quiet, you know.
You could be truly head empty.
Yeah, exactly. getting a little bit of peace and quiet. How are you supposed to get peace and quiet with the voices in your head being all like, ah? It's like, if you can't marry them, kill them. Have good luck fucking them.
The King Henry VIII energy there.
Yeah. So just kill the voices in my head. You know, they are not there anyways. And if they were, then they are not any longer. So this means I am going to marry my skeletons in my the skeletons in my closet.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, they are around because
No, just they're around. Just
they are.
that was just funny to me.
This is kind of the definition of the skeletons in the closet. That it's the stuff that you hide, that you try to keep out of sight, and it's like you see, it's a step of self-improvement. Né? Instead of having those skeletons in the closet, you get them out of the closet and you marry them. You make it a thing of like, okay, guys, I have not been honest about it. Here they are. But I'm standing by... Skeletons in the closet are also stuff that you have not really gotten rid of. Now, if you would get rid of it, then they would not be skeletons in the closet. So they are here, and it's like... Guys, I own up to my skeletons, and they earn a good marriage, I guess. And tax returns, since Kent already brought it up.
So what's the fucking?
I'm obviously gonna fuck. What was the third one, anyways?
Ghosts of the Past.
Ghosts of the Past. Of course, I'm gonna fuck the ghosts in the past. This is probably an answer that Key can approve of because she has seen the ghost fuckery going on in the cutscenes of Ghostbusters movie. So yeah.
We at least know that ghosts give good sloppy toffees, so like, you know.
Yeah, it's like
we know that.
Yeah,
you could be the intruder from the observation duty.
Yeah, and also think about it. Ne? Ghosts from the past. So you do not only get to fuck ghosts, which is like...
That's the dream.
Exactly. Like, I mean, it might be disappointing, but hey, then you can say, dude, I fucked ghosts. What a story. And
then everyone's gonna think you're a crazy person.
It's ghosts from the past. It's like nostalgia incarnate. I mean, not incarnate because ghosts, but like it's not just ghosts fucking, but also reliving nostalgia. It's a nostalgic.
So these are ghosts from your past.
Yeah, obviously. Ghosts from...
Okay.
I mean, I assume that all of them are basically our...
Okay, sorry, when you were saying ghosts from the past, I thought you were going to be like, what? Are you going to say you fuck the ghost of Marilyn Monroe? Like...
there you go.
No, I was still going with
as
my
fun
own
as that would be.
Nah. So, yeah.
Okay, well... So what does that leave me with?
Where's your little thingy?
I don't have my notebook with me.
You get...
Shut up, I have terrible time determining. Okay, so...
I think you have to marry the ghosts.
Yes.
Have sex with the voices.
Yes.
And then kill the skeletons.
Yes.
Oh, these are all terrible. Okay.
That's what you
No,
get
these
for
are
going last.
especially terrible. This is a terrible question for me. None of these are good.
Go whimsical like before.
I'm going.
Make it
Okay,
work.
I'm going whimsical with this. So I'm going to marry the ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, you know what? I like ghosts. I'm making a show about a ghost. So
True,
if I
and she is from
have
the
a bunch
past.
of people, yeah, and she is from the past. So if the ghost from the past came to me just like, woo, Christmas Story style, and they were like,
is even your ghost from the past
She
because
is
you
my
created
ghost.
her. Nice
Exactly.
loophole,
So
nice
I am
loophole.
marrying my. So in this interpretation, I guess I'm marrying my own OC. So, okay. So that's the reason why. Because I already love ghosts, so I'm going to marry
would
one.
not be
I'm
the
going
first one on the internet marrying your own OC. I'm pretty sure it's by now legal in Japan.
Oh god. But okay, and then I'm going to marry the voices. Marry the voices.
No, you
right?
already married the ghost. You're fucking the voices.
I'm
Or
fucking the
you're
voices.
killing the skeletons in your closet.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah, so let's go to the skeletons. That'll be easier. They're skeletons. They're spooky. What do you want to open up your closet and then you just got a bunch of them going spooky, scary skeletons? Just, doing their
mean,
little dance?
I know people
That-
who do.
That would be annoying after a while, though. You're just trying to get your, your jacket for work and it's like spooky, and it's like, guys, I can't do this today. And it's like, you're
December.
it's
Come
like
on, guys.
or it's like nighttime, you're wanting to grab your pajamas, you're already tired and spooky scary. And it's like, dude, it is
The
2
neighbors!
a.m.
The neighbors!
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just providing my own convenience. I'm just gonna finally bury them. And then I'm going to fuck the voices in my head. Here's the thing, it's the voice. If you're fucking the voices in your head, isn't that just masturbation? Like, isn't that just...
Oh no.
You're already marrying your own OC, so it
Oh,
feeds
no.
into it.
I just realized what fucking the voices in your head basically means. I'm so sorry.
What does that mean? Go ahead.
It's a very self-centric version of ASMR.
Ah! Awkward, end the show.
A and Y and Key say hi to the people in the chat. The memes are seen on this live stream as they talk about random grabs. Time for awkward guests. It's the awkward. Random guests and funny gags on the awkward guests. It's the awkward. Artwork and analysis which you do not want to miss on awkward.